what a moment we share together. This is beautiful. You're beautiful. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Truly, this is a global community, and it's my honor and privilege to be a part of it. This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing, getting ready here for our live session, getting ready to go ahead and make sure we depart that clarity upon us all to make sure that we are able to go ahead and crush the most important trade that matters, the bull of all bulls, Bitcoin in the 2021 bull market. Let's take a look at price now trading at $56,000. It looks like today has the possibility of two things happening. The first is that price closing green for the first time in 5 sessions. That's a big deal. It remains to be seen whether or not on the daily we're able to take out a higher high or not. That would come in somewhere around $57,400. If you jump down to the 8-hour time frame with me, you can see a couple of different things. The first thing that you can see, that price has been sideways for 2 months, consolidating in the bull move. Uber ridiculously bullishness. By the way, this sideways price action has taken a toll on a lot of traders. Mentally, it is wearing them down. That is a good signal. That is a signal that we are getting ready for the next advance, and the advance is going to be epic. The next advance is going to be epic. The question is who's able to remain headstrong, to have that fortitude to carry on, to stay on top of the bull of all bulls. We're going to talk about it. We're going to give everyone the clarity they need to continue over here. We see right now that Bitcoin, after peaking down over the weekend, right? The sell-off that occurred during Asia, and a bunch of hash went offline in China. You're seeing price stabilizing over here, perhaps starting to bottom out. More importantly, we gave the cheat sheet last night on Twitter, on Discord. I shared the cheat sheet for everyone, and we had the line of consolidation, right? Clear as day, focusing on the 2-hour, right? And you can see that since we've broken up through there. Let's take a look. I'm going to jump over back to the 2-hour really quick just to give you that perspective. You can see that breakout that has occurred since, right? What does that mean? Does that mean that that's the first sign of possible repair during this correction? Absolutely. That's just the first sign over here. Well, do I wait for a retest and then a resumption? That's up to you. This is crypto. That's not what we do. Conquering the markets all day long across all markets. Breakout, retest, resumption. When it comes down to Bitcoin and crypto, are those breakouts taken? Yeah. Yeah. Does that mean that you won't have a retest and then a resumption? Nope. Could this still fail even though we've broken out over here on the 2-hour? And what would a failure look like? I mean, we have the cheat sheet right in front of us, right? Take out that support over here coming in around $54,450, or the support below it coming in a little lower. This is like the support of hope over here at 53,000, 400. At that point, this is a failure and we are testing lower. So you can watch out, but there's no question we've seen the first sign of repair taking place. We need to clear above this resistance over here, a little bit above us, in order to see a new leg up and put up. This resistance, though, by the way, keep this in mind. All right, I'll jump over right. I was gonna save it for the end. I'm gonna jump over to Alan's thread over here. I was reading that this morning. Alan AU, if you're not following on Twitter, you need to. I'm just gonna go ahead and like this right now as we get started. Alan is noting that as more institutions enter the Bitcoin market, we need to watch the derivatives market, right? The perpetual futures funding rates at exchanges have reset. An interesting thing is taking place. You saw a bunch of leveraged longs get wiped out of the market, $1 billion in an hour on Bitcoin alone. And within the next 12 hours, those longs have reappeared. What does that mean? Is it not possible that the market could go higher right now because you have a bunch of people who've already levered up their longs, right? Let's take a look at what else Alan says over here. Yeah. He says this week there are Bitcoin options expiring, on Debit on 420 and 421 and on the 23rd. Okay. Looking at the options these days price could be range bound between 53,000 and 58,000 until the 23rd of April. He's not saying price is going to be. He's saying because of the options expiring, there is a high probability that price could be range bound. The level that he just gave us was between 58,000. the resistance that we're looking at right there on the chart, and 53,000, the support, the lowest support we're looking at. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing how everything just goes ahead and confirms each other? This is a great thread that Alan shared. I like each and every tweet over here. He says, take a look at, I'm not going to take a look at your TA though, brother, only because we're looking at mine, you know, but based on the above, it sees Bitcoin could be range bound between 53 and 58,000 for the next 2 days. You know, does that make sense from what we're looking at and the vantage point we're looking at from price alone? Alan, great addition. Fire stuff over there. Let me go ahead and just retweet this so everyone is able to find that really quick. All right. A couple of things are taking place over here. As we shared the cheat sheet, there were a couple of comments from the community that were just exceptional. Exceptional comments, very raw, very real. You know, I like them both. It really resonates with me when people are sharing with that type of degree of transparency. First, it was Ivan. And he's saying, look, I'm not sure why I'm nervous. All my coin is spot owned without leverage. All news is signaling bullish, but this drop made me uncomfortable. In a way, previous drops this cycle have not. I need to get to conquering the markets CTM tomorrow. Look, you know, this is a great comment, and it really describes what a lot of people are feeling. I'm going to come back to where we make our living on the 8-hour time frame. I just want you to focus that for the last 2 months, you can see that price has been sideways. There's been some decent movement, you know, a pretty big range between 43,000 and 65,000. And there's been some nice waves within there. At the same time, price has gone nowhere over the past 2 months. And what we're looking at is a really big consolidation period. Ivan was like, look, the first one, the big one, everyone, I think I was not, everyone was absolutely, as always, this community is exceptional. And when I say this community, I'm talking about each and every one of you. You know, could you imagine not only the comments, but the chart share? The last 24 hours, the chart shared on Twitter CTM alone were absolute fire. Everyone is just doing beautiful art. You know, we were, as we dumped in over here, every single one of the viewers was aware of the 30% plus drawdown. It was our first 30% drawdown. Is that a 30% drawdown? Yeah, 30% drawdown, right? I have to get this in my head over here before I start presenting further. 2 30% drawdowns in a row, both in 2022. The comment I read earlier threw me off. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that in a moment. All right, situation awareness. Let's keep going over here. And then we had another pullback. It was a double pullback. You know, everyone felt pretty strong. This one was kind of long lasting. And then everyone worked through it. We went off into new all-time highs, and everyone was feeling really good. And as we went off into new all-time highs, there's no question about it. We're all ready for that melt your face off move as all-time highs were being made. But quickly, very quickly, as of Friday, before we left each other, before price fell, talked about what was going on and the risk to the downside, just so everyone was aware. This one throwing a lot of traders off right now. A lot of traders got sidelined. It's not just Ivan. You know, Max over here also is saying, I feel so uncomfortable. I exited completely. I know the cycle is not done, you know, but I have a rule that if a position is giving me heartburn, then I close that position regardless of any TA or fundamentals. No trade is important enough to stress me out. I'll get back in once it resumes. I love this piece over here. Okay. A couple of things though, Max, a lot of you are on it. You know, Matt, I want to highlight what Max elaborated on. He says, yeah, I could see all the bullish signs. I'm well aware of the probability that it goes higher than the probability that it goes down, but no trade is worth it if it's giving me heartburn. When the damage has been repaired, I'll get back in. I love Max's awareness that he could just get on the sidelines over here, and when he's feeling more comfortable and as seeing the repair, he can get back in. That's beautiful. There's no question about it. But I'm also highlighting not only the fact that he has that awareness, but also for the fact that, you know, it's wearing on him, that he's feeling he wants to get on the sidelines over here as we're looking at Bitcoin consolidating here, now going on 2 months. Looks very, very bullish. He knows that it's bullish. Nevertheless, the wear and tear is having an effect on a lot of people. Right now is the time to hold strong and with fortitude. We're going to be taking a look at it a little bit further. Couple of posts here to give perspective. This is the VJ. the VJ, right? Looking back on this, the bullish case for Bitcoin, VJ, looking back on this, I think it's remarkable that the dips in this bull market have been so much smaller than in the one in 2017. Yeah. And you could see the degree of the dips going back in 2017, 41%, 37%, 31, 33, 39, 20, 37. Not uncommon at all. And we're seeing here in this one, we're seeing the extent of the dips more averaging closer to 20% with two outliers that have been 30% since the halving. Is it the institutions are here? Is it the demand for Bitcoin is keeping the drawdown smaller? Could be a combination of all those things. You over here, wrecked capital also adding to the conversation. Noting that in 2017, we had 12 dips between 10 and 25%. 6 major corrections, 30 to 40%. Be prepared for them. We haven't had anything over 31%. That's 18 pullbacks in total. So far in 2021, we had 6 dips. 6. 18 in the first 2017 bull market phase. We've only had one major correction, 31%. Only 7 pullbacks so far. I mean, and people are getting. I'm not saying that. By the way, if you're watching this episode today, if you're here together, conquering the markets all day long, go ahead and smash that like button, especially if you're watching the replay. Especially if you're watching the replay. You might have noticed on the replay, by the way, that Juan Pablo has been adding all of the timestamps. It's a huge, huge help to so many people. Thank you, Juan, for adding to the community in your own unique, special way. Really grateful for that, and for you. But go ahead and smash the like button here. Let's get going. There we go. Let's take a look at Rec Capital. Corrections are normal. As we're in this correction, it's a good place to talk you through it because a lot of people they're growing weary over here. I want everyone on their A game, especially as we see the first sign over here, the first sign of breaking out, the first sign of repair. That's just one notch above the resistance that we were looking at, 58,000. Alan gave some fundamental reasons why we're looking at it on price alone. And we know that once we get above that 58,000 level, then we have the opportunity for the next leg up, which could come a lot quicker. We still got a lot of damage to repair, but we're on their way with our first little signal over here. If you look, what else? Red Capital, uptrends are longer than corrections. All right, we all have that awareness. Corrections are normal, right? That doesn't mean that we're seeing the end of the cycle or anything like that, right? What else? This one, every quarter sees at least one strong correction. I want you to focus in on this chart over here. And 3. Now, right now, we're between quarter 1 and quarter 2. We're towards the middle of April, starting the second quarter. But I want you to focus on this over here. And this is the drawdown that occurred at the end of the second quarter and went into early third quarter. Because we're over here right now. Don't forget, we're expecting this bull market run to end a few months earlier, a whole quarter earlier, right? So instead of between quarter 1 and 2, I mean, in all actuality, this is the beginning of the second quarter, 2021. It's in the third quarter, 2021, that we're going to see the blow off top, that we're going to see the fireworks occurring. It's going to get crazy. And this is going to be the bear market over here. At least that's the way that I see it. That's the way, and I see it pretty clearly, in my opinion. So you're looking at this occurring right now. You're actually looking at the drawdown that went into the second quarter into the third quarter occurring right over here. Or at least be aware of that. At least be aware of that. This is something that really helped me when I first started the Bitcoin playlist. When I started the Bitcoin playlist about a year and a half ago, preparing everyone for the coming halving, preparing everyone for the coming bull market phase. This chart over here, at that point, price was right around over here, I would say. Price was right, it was between 7,000 and 8,000. And I was looking and visualizing these charts, knowing that not only does the bar number 4 take us back towards the all-time high on Bitcoin, but bar number 1, the first year, this is the bull candle. This is the bull candle. We are just getting started over here. We have about 5 months left of this bull market. Actually, when I say we're just getting started, and that's coming off the massive gains Bitcoin's already put up this year. We are just about to begin the parabolic move on Bitcoin that's going to take us into the blow off top. A lot of people might be wondering, hey, listen, Jordan, if you're watching for that, isn't everybody watching for that? Isn't everyone aware of this? And how is it going to happen if everyone is aware of what's going on over here, right? So first, before I get into that, make sure everyone remains on the same page. Nobody should have any doubt where we are in cycle. Bullish. This is coming off of people like, look, you have to step back for a second if you're getting a little shook out of your positions. When in doubt, zoom out. Macro indicators aren't showing any signs of a cycle top. Reserve risk is a great example. Measuring the confidence of holders, right? When price is high and the confidence is low, reserve risk goes up. You can see right now it's currently in the 2017 bull market, it's currently at levels that price was at between 3,000 and 5,000. A massive amount of room to go over here still. You don't need to zoom out and look at the macros to get your stability. You should know exactly where we are in cycle right now. You should know that we're about halfway there. We're looking to go much higher. That the parabolic move into the blow off top has not yet begun, where most of the gains take place, but it's about to begin. We're going to be talking about that this afternoon. At 3 p.m. Eastern time, we have our live training session. The parabolic move begins. The Bitcoin exit series. If you can't meet there for the live session, the replay link will be shared in the Discord under the announcements channel and also emailed to you. It's an important one. It's a very important one. But so is this question that Steven presents. Since everyone knows to look for the blow off top, since everyone knows to look for it, right? As a euphoria top as a signal, isn't the risk that it doesn't happen this time? And it's a good question. It's an important question to be asked. It reminds me of the question that the halving is priced in. Because as we approach the halving and we're like, this is the event that sets off the 4-year cycle and it's going to start off the bull market phase in Bitcoin, we watched on the charts the technical break that took place of the trend line from the all-time high in 2017, right? We watched for the break to give that technical signal, but it occurred and the halving is what set it up. A lot of people out there think that the halving's priced in because so many people are aware of it. And in my opinion, there are way more people in the space, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, aware of the Bitcoin halving than they are of the 4-year cycle. Now, there are a lot of people aware of the 4-year cycle in Bitcoin and more every day. And hopefully the work that we do here contributes to that awareness across the space. But there are also many people, or more people aware of the halving event than are the fact that we're about to hit a cycle peak and preparing for that bear market. You have a whole lot of people looking for that super cycle, and they're just going to hodl no matter what. Or the people that Michael Saylor has whispered into their ear, you never sell an asset that you like, that you want to buy. And they're going to become hodlers really quickly as price comes off 70% in 6 weeks and their world was turned upside down. But that's okay. Price is going to be trading higher 3 and 4 years from then. They're going to be okay. There's no question about that. Few actually understand the ability to trade within the 4-year cycle and the wealth creation that possibility affords. If you're watching here right now today, you have 4 years to prepare for the next one. You have the opportunity to take advantage of this one. But you got to work on your time preference and you can't be in a rush to achieve great things. You have to do it correctly. You need to be an expert and fully prepared. Otherwise, you stand no chance. Timing that blow off top. You need to be an expert and fully prepared. It's why I spend all my time preparing with you. It's what I do. And we're going to make sure that we get it right. Look at this chart over here. Is it worth sharing? Right? It's the total market cap, the cryptocurrency markets. The trend line is holding CTM all day long. And it's beautiful chart work. There's no question about that. It's simple. It's pure. It's conquering the markets all day long. But it's also Bitcoin. It's a chart of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the rising tides that lift all boats. It includes the total supply of the cryptocurrency market. You're looking at an exact chart of Bitcoin. So does it make sense to look at this? No, just follow the most important trade that matters. All right. What else are we looking at? Let's play some HeadSnack. Let's get going. I'm going to drop some HeadSnack.
Markets, analyzing the charts, hitting projected targets within the margin. Find the flow, sip the matcha, and wait for the waves to come in with lobsters. The kind-hearted Jordan Fosters, working smarter, not harder to move the markers. On his way to conquer, trading and investing, drinking the coffee while reflecting on the blessing. The markets are not crashing, the prices might be slashing just to pretend they're in fashion. Hit the like button, comments, and smash it. Boom, boom, Jordan in the room, grab the bull by the horns and to the moon. Flow from the plateau, make the play. Boom, boom, it's a taco day.
It's a taco day. It's a taco day. Big shout out to HeadSnack. Lots of love to my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you to each and every one of you, especially those that are here each and every day, lifting each other up, lifting myself up, just exuding that positive vibe, that growth mindset, really helping not only myself, but the whole community to thrive. Grateful for each and every one of you. Grateful to the moderators who are have helped raise the level of this community in so many ways. You are all wonderful. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You really make me a better person. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for it. What's going on over here? Let's take a look. All right, I'm saving the heart of today's presentation. That was all just a warm up for today's presentation in the CTM live training session we got coming up. The parabolic move, exit series coming up right over here. So I'm looking forward to that and sharing it with you. I wanted to go through FX with you all today. Maybe we'll do it this afternoon in the CTM live training session. I'm going to keep this one very short and very sweet as a lead up until today's afternoon. And just because finally these kids are all going back to school, I want to make sure that I kiss them on the way out the door. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone. Thank you for making mine. We're going to play some Honeymoon instrumental over here. religious type banter, William. I love to talk about the Lord. I love to talk about God, how he has saved, redeemed me, changed my life, how he's the light of the world. Absolutely, William. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that stuff. Yep. Who's it? Why would the warning be? Here we go. This is a really good question. Let me focus in on it really quick. Put down the music a little bit. There we go. Really good question. Why would it be a warning if Bitcoin started the parabolic move? Right? Where's the parabolic? Where's the parabolic move? I can't see it. The positive side. You need to learn to be preemptive of momentum. That's what we do. It's how we got into this trade. Bitcoin was trading at $78,000. I began lining up what was going to unfold, including by the end of 2020, Bitcoin would have reached 18,000 by December. A lot of people thought that was pretty crazy, especially when we were into September and price was only trading at $10,000. And they're like, Jordan, do you still think that in 3 months, price is going to be trading at 18,000? Yeah, of course. Of course. I did the math. I did my work. I'm preemptive of what's going on over here. There's no question about it. If you can't see the parabolic move, that's good. That simply means that you're just joining us and that you're new. And for whatever reason, because someone out of their kindness smashed the like button and the algorithm helped you get over here, you're going to be able to see things like Neo in the Matrix. It's just what we do and who we are. It'll become clearer each and every day, but you just don't jump in and see the Matrix. You have to put the work in. You have to put the time in. That's what we're going to be doing together this afternoon as we look at the parabolic move phase that we are beginning right now. So that people who are kind of, let's say, battle worn right now, people who are, 2 months of consolidation over here, they're getting a little bit weary, are able to go ahead and watch this with a new perspective and make sure that they get positioned in over here as Bitcoin goes on to make this massive run that we're setting up to make over here. Is it free for everyone? No, it's those part of the Conquering the Markets group. There's a link below in the description. It costs next to nothing. The information is absolutely invaluable. You cannot find anything like it. The community is extraordinary. We hang out on Discord. We talk about all markets, and we're just family. It's who we are and what we do. Everyone, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Everyone, thank you so much for spending this time together. Thank you for making what is taking place here so extraordinarily special. I'll talk to you all later. Have a beautiful day. May God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.